Okay. I'm just doing this as a post-mortem. So I pulled up the Wikipedia page. Yes, those chapters that I skipped did make things make a lot more sense. So in Act 2, uh, we have that prelude with Lula Chamberlain, and that's our introduction to her. Then we go back to Conway, Shannon, and the dog. We meet Ezra, whose brother is Julian, a giant eagle. We go to the Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces. To get to Dogwood Drive, we had to get an ingestion notice from the Bureau. They seek out Lula, who was the senior clerk, who was the only one who could do that. Then, so how did Conway's leg get hurt? Okay, so Conway's condition got worse. They went to see Dr. Truman. Then they treated him with Neripinol. Then we jumped to that conversation with Lizette. Okay, we did all of Act 3. Act 4 is... Oh, okay. Act 4 takes place on and around the Mucky Mammoth Tugboat Ferry, so we just completely skipped that. Again, the menu interface really was the prime contributor to me getting so confused and thrown out of place. God, if it weren't for that, this would have been such a great game, but that really fucked up the narrative. To a point where it was very interesting, but I totally misinterpreted what work the artists were trying to do because I assumed that the gaps were intentional. A very odd choice, but one I could respect. So, what happens to Conway? Conway starts drinking a lot, decides to work at the distillery, gives Shannon the delivery truck. Conway turns completely into a skeleton. Yeah, okay, that would have been a very cool reveal. Yeah. Huh. And then Act 5. Well, so we saw the end of the game. We missed a couple of things, but honestly, I don't think it would have made more sense why we were looking for Lula. It would have made more sense who the fuck Ezra is, but he really does feel shoot in here. And we missed the bit on the tugboat, which honestly I feel would have been nice. But even still without knowing who Ezra is, I kind of figured out how we fit in there. And honestly, it doesn't seem like we miss much. They just found Ezra. And they fly on a giant eagle and yeah, pretty weird. Act 4, that reveal with Conway turning into a skeleton would have been very cool, but I saw that coming. In a way, just jumping straight into Act 5 and having his absence just not be talked about, just kind of there. I like that in a way. So yeah, all told, great game. I'd say pick it up, but if you've gotten this far, you've seen the entire thing. You can make some different choices, obviously, have some different dialogue, but ultimately it seems like the game is more or less on rails. If you feel like supporting the developers, absolutely do. They did great work. This was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, that's enough of this post-mortem. I just wanted some sort of closure and reassurance that I did look up what the fuck was going on and wasn't just being an idiot, though in fairness I was being an idiot with the naming convention. That's okay. Alright, toodaloo.